everybody. Welcome to the show. It's Friday night. Hope you are feeling right. There is fierce competition in the watch space tonight. Fierce competition. Everybody is live. Everybody's got the Grift Cup out. It is wild. It is the wild, wild west of watches, wristwatches. Wild, wild west of wristwatches. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is Friday night. Hope you guys are feeling good. We got a few people joining us. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Freezing down here. Ma shut off the heat in the basement. Got a little bit of sniffles going on here. But we're ready to rock and roll. It's Friday night. We got a lot to discuss tonight. We got a good show for you guys. Let's see. We got Mobster in the chat. Welcome, Mobster. He says, for being a watch channel, we are rarely on time. That is true. That is true. I was actually reading something, and I got into it so much that I forgot what I was doing, and a few more minutes passed by than I expected. But what can you do? I was waiting for some panelists to hop on, but everybody's hiding out tonight. They're hiding out, so looks like it's me, myself, and Irene tonight. But that's all right. We'll do a show. We will do a show. By the way, Mobster, your package is en route. I don't know if I sent you the slip, but it should be there this week. Actually, it should be there tomorrow, I think. AB says JJ's mom is making him do chores first. Hey, man, my mom wants me to do some chores, man. Do you think Mike the Snake told his mom that he painted the house with the what was it called? Frost Flex? I forgot what he said he painted it with, that it was freezing. It was very confusing, that conversation. We'll get into that a little later, but it was pretty funny. He said he opened the windows. It was like 90 degrees out, so he opened all the windows to freeze his house out. And then when he shut them, he had a sweater and a winter hat on and said it was 39 degrees in there. I don't know. Logic doesn't add up to me, but what can you do? What can you do? We got Dr. TikTok joining us all the way from the sunny state of Florida. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we got our first super chat of the evening from our man Robert Wood, $2. He says, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, good sir. Hope you are having a good night. Hope you got to play with the granddaughter a bit. Let's see what else. We got member of the crew, Trap Vision, in the house. He says, happy Friday, watch people. Good to see the Trap Vision. Good to see the Trap Vision in the house. Let's see. What does Yiddish have to say? The ghost of Yiddish Gambino. Sunday fun day unboxing of a monster piece. A true grand complication. Ooh. What do we think, guys? Is it Patek Philippe? Is it a Patek Philippe? Or is it another Cartier Santos Dumont? What do we think? I want to know. AB, I guess, has a new watch coming in. It says change the delivery date until tomorrow. Okay. AB, are you getting a new watch? Tell us. We want to know. We got Alex Wristwatchaholic in the house. Member of the crew says good evening. And we got another member of the crew, your friend Mikey. What's up, JJ? Nothing much. It's Friday night. We're ready to rock and roll. We got some watch talk to get into. Maybe an unboxing, maybe not. We shall see. We got to infiltrate those other chats. There's a lot going on. We got to get into those other live streams. Tell them, guys, come on over where the action is. We need some fun. Skip those other nonsensical chats and come over here to this live stream where it's fun in the California sun. Oh, look at this. We got a $5 super chat from our man Birminghard. Let's see. What does Birminghard has to say? He says, today's a big day. I'm at my sister-in-law's wedding, but what's better is that I received my Watch Hangout hat for beating Cap in a race. Cheers, JJ. Awesome. Glad you got it, Burb. Damn, yours came quick. Nobody else got theirs? Mobster I don't want to say we're mobsters, but he's closer to me than you are. That's crazy. I guess he'll be getting his tomorrow. But yeah, awesome. I actually meant to put something else in there, Burb, too, but I was busy scrambling to package everything and didn't happen. But I'm glad you got it quickly. Enjoy it, my friend. You gotta check it out. When you come on the stream, maybe we'll have a little what is it called? Like an unveiling. I don't know. What would it be if you get a hat? An unheading? I don't know. But yeah, enjoy the sister-in-law's wedding, man. Enjoy the sister-in-law's wedding. Sounds like a lot of fun. All right, let's see. What's Mikey saying here? I want to say Reuters or Bloomberg reported a large surge. Are you talking about the Hurricane Erin? Or are you talking about the surge ahead of watches ahead of tariffs? I know it was in actually we'll get into that in a minute. I'll pull it up. Let's see. It's super high quality. Are you talking about the wedding or the hat? No, the hat's a great quality. Shout out to our man Bob NYC. That was actually, I've been saving that one on the side for you, Burb. That was one of the last hats I have. I literally have. I don't think I have any more after this round. I think that was it. That was the last of the last. By the way, guys, anybody who's watching right now, if you guys have a cool idea for cloths for Watch Time New York, I have to get the picture in. Kevin is hooking us up. He's gonna make some more for me, but I have to make a design for a new watch cloth. I need some ideas. If anyone wants to help, you can shoot your photo or whatever you think we should do, your imaging. Shoot it over to Watch Hangout at gmail.com, or you can message it over on Instagram to the Watch Hangout. Or if you know my WhatsApp, or if you're a member of the group, you could send it there. But I definitely need some type of art. Let's see if anyone has any cool ideas for the next cloth. Otherwise, I got to try to figure one out real quick. I don't know what I want to do. We got to think of something cool, man. It's cool, man. We need something cool. Yeah, no, I knew you were talking about watches, Mike. Yeah, I was just messing around. I heard this Hurricane Erin was going to be wild. Meanwhile, I didn't see any. I'm glad, but I didn't get anything over here. I mean, I hope everyone else in the chat is good, but we didn't get anything over here. We also want to give a big shout out to our sponsor for tonight, StogieSampler.com. Make sure you check out our man Steve over at StogieSampler.com. We got to hook Steve up. We actually sold a bunch of his not a bunch, but a good amount from last week. His packs, you guys bought those, seemed to enjoy them, so that was cool. Let me see here. So he made a new deal for us tonight. Let's see. What did he make for us tonight? All right, here we go. Let's pop this up on the screen. What do we got here? All right, so we got the Fuente Friday Watch Hangout Opus and Fuente Sampler. He's got it for $99.99. You get 7 smokes. You get 3 Opus X, 2 Añejo Sharks. Those look pretty fucking cool, man. I like those. Nice. 1 Casa Fuente and 1 858 Sungrown. I like those sharks. Those sharks are cool looking, man. This is a good deal. 100 balloons. 100 balloons. Only 10 left in stock. Get them while you can. But I put a few up on in the group. If you guys are members of the group, of course, you get access first. If you want to be in the group, all you got to do is click the join button, and you can be a member. Any level gets you access to our WhatsApp group and some private videos. So get on over there and do it. Do it now. But yeah, check out Steve, StogieSampler.com. He's a fellow watch enthusiast, so if you like cigars, that'd be a good guy to support. What is Mikey saying? I once accidentally ate all of the wedding cupcakes at my cousin's wedding. Oh, man. That probably didn't go over too good. AB says, washcloth idea, screenshot. No, I don't want that. That's gross. I want something people will like. I want people to tune in, AB, not tune out. And we got Time Panda in the house. What's going on, man? Hope you're doing well, Phil. Good to see Time Panda. I think you've been doing some live streaming too, right? I know I've been busy as hell, man. I haven't really been keeping up, but good to see you in the chat. Hope all is well. We got girl, Erin Fletcher in the house. Good to see Erin. Hello from Fairhaven, Massachusetts. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, Trap, you coming? Are you going to come to Watch Time New York also, or only Wind Up? Let me know, man. We're all going to be at Watch Time New York, and I do dinner Saturday night. If you want to come, it's an all-you-can-eat Brazilian steakhouse. I forgot how much it was. I'm sure someone in the chat will remember last year, but yeah, it worked out pretty good. I just collected it at the door, and everyone came in, and that was it. Eat and drink and be merry, and you leave when you want. It worked out perfect. How about a picture of Gambino dropping a watch and call it a drop cloth? Now that is an excellent idea. Now you're speaking my language. I got to come up with something. I got to figure out something cool. Something that'll get people attracted to the channel. Anyway, let me close this up here. So let's get into the crux of the matter here. I don't think anyone wants to come and hang with us. So I'll just do it myself, man. I'll just do it myself. All right, let's see here. Share screen. Okay. Here we go. All right. Yeah, definitely, Trap. Come on up. Come on to the Brazilian steakhouse, man. It's a good time. We have a blast. Erin wants to know, JJ, can you please sing the happy birthday song in your Australian accent for my Nikki tonight? Pretty please. Erin, as usual, $50 super chat, and I will sing to whoever you want in whatever accent you want. Okay, let's see here. So we got some business news for our fellow watch collectors. Business news. Big news. Swiss watch exports to U.S. surge ahead of tariffs. AP buys a key supplier, and Casio names a new U.S. leader. Put my Onyx Day date on the other camera's not set up from the flood, AB. I'm still not set up yet. Actually, this camera's not even on right now because I'm moving stuff around again. But we are getting back into position sooner than later. I'll have the second cam. So yeah, they're saying that Swiss watch exports to the U.S. spiked again last month as brands and retailers stock up ahead of tariffs. Now, what does this mean? Does this mean that the dealers are going to be overstocked? Is Rolex going to make them sell? Because I think they only want them to keep a certain amount of inventory, right? I think it's, well, depending on the size of the place, but let's say like 40 watches in stock or something like that. So, like, if they get a blast of them, are they going to be calling people? Are they going to be moving some watches finally? I'm interested to know. I know people have been getting calls, but really for some funky stuff. A lot of like gem set pieces, like really expensive $70,000 watches, stuff like that. Nothing really great, but yeah, that's what I'm hearing. That is what I'm hearing. So I don't know. I haven't heard anyone say, "Oh yeah, they called me for a Batgirl" or anything like that. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, if everyone gets a giant stock of watches, do they have to hold them and spread them out, or I don't know? Will people be getting the call? This is the question. Has anyone in the chat? Let me know. Has anyone else been getting calls for watches that you haven't expected or anything like that? Curious to know. By the way, Casio got a new U.S. president and CEO, Yusuke Suzuki. I don't know what that's going to do, but maybe we'll get some new ideas in there. He's taking on executive roles in Japan and Europe, so this should be interesting. I wonder if we'll get some cooler new models from G-Shock and stuff like that. That should be fun. I would like to know. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Alex says, I heard Rolex HQ will hold stock until their next price increase. That makes sense. So they're not going to distribute. They're gonna send it and hold. Okay. That actually makes more sense than I thought. Yeah. All right. That makes sense. That makes sense for sure. I got called, but they were trying to play me for 50%. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that story. I don't know if you want me to retell that a little bit, but guys, do not do this. It's a terrible idea. People are getting calls like leave a 50% deposit for XYZ watch. We don't know when you're gonna get it, but basically, someone else told me the other day that they had to pay. They got a call saying that the local AD said pay 100% for whatever. I forget what watch it was, but let's say it was a GMT, certain whatever. Just say a Batgirl, but there's no guarantee that you'll get it. What does that mean? So I'm paying you 100%, and what, you'll just string me along until I get pissed off and say, give me my money back? So what you would have given them, like a 1-year loan, a 2-year loan? Guys, don't do that. Tell them off. They're playing you. Any real AD will never do that to you. That would never happen. That means one of two things. Either one, they're going broke and something's wrong with their business, or two, which is most likely, they're probably getting their Rolex license pulled. So now they're trying to just stock up cash for as long as possible and hope some of you forget or wait 3 years until they're actually out of business, because half of them are going to go out of business maybe a year or two after they lose the Rolex AD, probably. If they're in that type of position that they're doing that shit, don't do it. Bad idea. You might as well just give your money to the wizard at that point. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Don't do it. Yiddish says, I've gotten some sick calls lately, and one that I'm expecting this week or next based on a text I got. Oh, that's pretty cool. I wonder what it's going to be. Yiddish is very secretive, man. He's very secretive. He doesn't spill the beans. He doesn't give any hints. No hints at all. Yeah, I agree. Definitely a scam. I mean, my AD, I can never imagine them calling and saying, give me 50% and maybe you'll get a watch. Like, I can't even imagine it. They don't they don't want to give up anything, but if they do, they definitely don't take money in advance. I've never been asked to pay anything ever. Maybe I think I might have left a deposit, and I don't even think I did. I might have left a deposit many years ago when I bought my day date, because you had to order it. Well, you didn't have it. I ordered exactly the one I wanted, and we agreed on a price. And it was, whatever. It wasn't even retail at the time. It was a different world. But I think I might have left a deposit for that. But I've never heard of that. That's crazy. Let's see. What is Yiddish saying here? Watches of Switzerland and mayors, whatever, / mayors, asked me to give a 20% deposit on colored OPs when they came out in 2020, Tiffany Blue and Yellow 41. They said they would guarantee delivery within 4 months. Got both. All right, but that's different. That's totally different. They're giving you a date. I was still, it still sounds sketchy, but it's watches of Switzerland. It's not like they're going out of business. Most of these, I'm assuming, are mom and pop shops, but they told you within 4 months. These guys are getting a totally different type of call. Buy a watch at 100% of the price or 50% of the price, then there's no guarantee you're getting the watch. That's wild. That is wild. I told them to delete my list. Yeah, I don't blame you. I would never do, but shady practice, man. Shady practice. If they're telling you leave 50 or 100% down and there's no guarantee you're getting the watch, bro, I'm telling you, they're getting their shit pulled and they're just doing a cash grab. It's the only thing that makes sense. That or they're terrible. They're they're in bad shape. They're in terrible shape. I've never heard of deposit for Rolex. I mean, I haven't seen it lately. I haven't seen that. I mean, like I said, the only thing I think I left a small deposit when I ordered the specific date I wanted, but that was when they were going, way under retail. That was many years ago. Totally different world now. And I ordered a specific one that I wanted, but like I've never been like I've never heard of like leave a deposit and I'll get you a Batgirl and maybe or whatever, and not even give you a date. I may get you one. I may or may not. They need capital to buy before tariffs kick in. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If they can't keep up with their orders, something wrong with their books. I don't know any mom and pop Rolex shop that can't afford to buy the Rolexes. If they can't, something's wrong there. I don't know. Sounds like a rug pull to me. Sounds like they're getting their license pulled. I wouldn't trust that at all. That's bullshit. Which party? What is? Which part is bullshit? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know which. Yeah, cash flow. Exactly. If their business is going bad or they're getting their AD pulled. Either way, I wouldn't trust them with my money. I would not trust them with my money. But speaking of guys I would trust with money, I'm going to pull up a little video here. We'll talk about some more mistakes. We want to talk about the mistakes. We got Marco with his latest video. I wanted to go over and see what you guys think of his latest vid. By the way, if you're not subscribed to Berdine's Jewelry, make sure you check out Marco over there doing some awesome videos. We're gonna get into his top 5 watch collecting mistakes that you should avoid. I hope one of them is not to give 100% of a watch with no date. We'll see. All right, let's see what young Marco has to say. Let me know if you guys could hear the volume okay over there.
Whether you're a seasoned collector or somebody just starting out, these are the top 5 watch collecting mistakes I see people doing all the time that you should avoid. So let's get right into it.
Can you guys hear it okay? Let me know in the chat. Let me know if you could hear everything. Somebody? Anybody? Can we hear it?
So if this is your first time watching my videos, I've been a part of the watch industry now
Marco
for
answers
10
really
years,
fast.
collecting watches, 5 years, of course, working on the sales side of things. But I have to say that I see time and again these same mistakes being made, both from seasoned collectors who've been collecting over 20 plus years to collectors who have just started in the kind of 1 to 5 year range. But no question about it, part of watch collecting is making mistakes. It helps to evolve over time and help you grow in terms of your taste, your style, your preferences, but also learning what you ultimately like and don't like and filtering your collection.
I think you definitely make some mistakes when you start out. But I think a bigger part of it is your taste evolve. And you definitely need to have certain watches to know what you really like. You need to try a bunch of stuff to know what you really like. I don't necessarily know if that part is a mistake. I think it's just I don't know what you would call it, but it's like a learning curve. You need to see, I would say it's that over a mistake, but let's see what he has to say.
To really create your vision for perfection. And that's what's really important, right? One thing that I will always say is that you have to keep trying on new watches. You have to keep kind of experimenting and seeing new things and trying new things on, because it's really a trial by fire experience when it comes to watch collecting. You either love the watch or you don't like the watch. And the only way to decide that really is seeing it in person, right? Getting the breakdown, nuts and bolts perspective is great and all, but really you have to try on new watches. So as I mentioned, watch collecting mistakes. Starting first, without question, is a placeholder buy. I see this time and again with people.
Yeah. So it says Marco needs to stop losing weight. Those lapels on the jacket are looking huge because he keeps shrinking. You know what it reminds me of in Goodfellas? Remember when they had the big collars with the little tie underneath, underneath it? That's pretty funny. Marco's looking stylish, man. He's got some good videos, man. Really good stuff. I wanted to highlight one. I haven't highlighted much of his videos, but they're pretty short, so I'd like to go over them. See what he has to say. Gen G says, "Look at this bougie mf'er. He gets a Patek Philippe, and now he's too good to hang with us on Fridays." Marco is actually traveling right now. He's on vacation, well-needed vacation, and a well-deserved vacation. He still answers his phone 24 hours a day, but he is on vacation. I think he comes back at the end of the weekend.
Wanting to get a specific watch and getting something as kind of an alternative to that watch that of course is a little bit more accessible, maybe in terms of price point, or that maybe in terms of text and specs are a little bit better, but generally speaking just aren't the watch that they ultimately wanted in the first place. And these placeholder buys I see getting done all the time, and it is a huge watch collecting mistake without question, because it will never satiate the appetite for that original wristwatch that you wanted. Now, the number one thing I see this being done with is with Rolex, for example. Most people want to collect Rolex, and once they actually get Rolex, actually realize maybe it's not a watch for them, and that's totally okay. But having to maybe go through a bunch of different watches to eventually get to that Rolex is often what most watch collectors go through. And so they'll go through a variety or a gauntlet of different dive watches, a Tudor Black Bay, an Omega Seamaster, on their journey to getting maybe something like a Rolex Submariner, for example. And without question, I think that is maybe not the best idea, although the journey is great, right? Learning and experiencing new watches. Those watches will never do it for you because it's not that original wristwatch. And that placeholder buy will ultimately, most of the time, end up losing you money because you'll have to trade out of it or sell out of it to get the one that you.
Now, this I totally agree with. I just want to say one thing here because I've seen this happen even in our group a bunch of times. By the way, a little shameless plug, guys. If you click the join button, you could shoot a message over to watchhangout@gmail.com or the Watch Hangout on Instagram. Let us know you're a paid member, and we'll get you in the WhatsApp group. But I've seen a lot of guys in our WhatsApp group do this mistake before. They really want like a Submariner, and they talk themselves into like, oh well, like, and I'm not knocking these other watches, but it definitely is a placeholder watch. Like I'm gonna get a Tudor monochrome instead. It's good enough, or I'm gonna get an Omega Seamaster. It's like those watches are great if that's the watch you really want to buy. Like Robert Wood really wants a Seamaster, right? Dying for one. He's not gonna get it and say, oh, this doesn't feel like a Submariner. He's gonna get it and be like, cool, this is the watch I really wanted. But yeah, placeholder watches. The problem with them is, yeah, they're like fun to have for a little bit, and then yes, you can always trade them up into the watch you want eventually, but you're gonna lose money. And guys seem to get very upset. Like, let's say you buy. I'm just gonna use fake numbers here, but let's say you buy a Seamaster from Marco for 5,000. Then he wants to buy it back for 3,500, and it's like, well, I only had it 6 months. It's like, yeah, but he's not going to buy it from you retail. Like, he's going to buy it back wholesale. He's got to sell it again. So, just be prepared when you buy those placeholders that it's going to set you back a portion of that money. In my opinion, you're better off saving until you get the amount of money saved for the watch you really want, and it won't set you back. That money when you go to trade it in.
Really wanted. So no question about it, placeholder buys is a mistake that I commonly see among watch collectors, whether you're a seasoned veteran or somebody just starting out. And it's something that you definitely should avoid just to save yourself time, money, and of course the headache of having to sell your wristwatch. Now, of course, that's not to say that placeholder buys are a terrible thing. I think with every new experience gained, you're going to get a better feel and better sense of what you really like and what you're really going to go after in the future. And so
I agree because I like to have placeholders. Like when I'm getting ready for a watch, I like to if I know it's going to be a while before I have it, and I want something new, I'm willing to take that loss when I trade it back in. That I'm going to lose a couple of thousand, and it's par for the course. But if you're not willing to do that, then no, it's a bad idea. But you got to do something like this, like Mike is saying. He bought a Seiko Batgirl, which cost you a couple $100 before he bought his Rolex Batgirl, and then gifted it to his cousin. That's a good way to do placeholding. Not spend half of the allotted amount, because you're going to lose a bunch of money. Unless you are prepared to lose it, you don't care. Then hello? This stupid thing kicked me off. Anyway, all right. Let me get this back on the screen again. Can you see? Are we good? All right. Sorry about that. This stupid mouse kicked me off.
So every single experience is going to help build your kind of tastes and preferences. And so that is definitely worthwhile. But again, placeholder buys, generally speaking, never work out. And so you should generally avoid them in that regard. Next up is a pretty simple one, and that is buying watches too quickly. The real problem with buying watches too quickly is you don't really get to think out the process of building out your watch collecting, and also just your watch collection in general. Right? The big problem is when you're buying watches so quickly, be it affordable watches or luxury timepieces, you really don't think it through, right? You're just kind of buying on impulse. And although buying on impulse is really fun, and maybe you're traveling somewhere and you decide just to pick up a watch just because it's attached to a great memory, or whatever the case may be, buying watches too quickly will ultimately impact your purchase decisions in the future, because of course nobody has unlimited resources, but also it will affect your kind of vision and collection, and will muddy things, generally speaking. I think establishing kind of a criteria of what fits in your collection versus what doesn't. Of course, trying on new watches, figuring out what exactly you like is really, really important, but really establishing that criteria of what you should add to the collection, maybe establishing somewhat of a vision for the future in terms of where you'd like to be, what you'd like to collect, and what you'd like to purchase and add to the collection, I think is really important. Again, these are, for the most part, that the people that I talk to are building a luxury collection in the tens of thousands of dollars.
See, now, the thing with this is, I agree with what he's saying, but this is definitely for a strategy for an advanced collector. It's very tough, like, to to know exactly what you're building out, I think, in the beginning. Like, I do this all the time now. I have an idea of 3, 4, 5 watches in the collection that I want, and then I really think about how would they all fit. But in the beginning, you're kind of just like punch drunk, you get a really good deal, or you get a call for something, and you just kind of hodgepodge it all together. And people, their ideas change too. Don't forget, it's like, you think like, oh, I want a GMT from this one, and I want a chronograph from this one, and I want a dive watch from this guy. Next thing you know, it's like you have 4 dive watches, and you're like, all right, I'm just gonna have a dive collection, or I'm just gonna have one brand. You definitely pivot. So I put stock in what he's saying for sure. It's definitely good advice to try to be a few moves ahead if you're building out a collection. But don't beat yourself up if plans change. I've done this a million times myself, and I've changed direction so many times. Right now, I'm on the Rolex only kick, which I still haven't gotten to Rolex only. But once I complete that, I'm sure I'll change to something else. But hey, you know how it is. So DSP says, wife wanted a 37 Rhodium Yachtmaster 37 mil. Okay, easy to get piece. Not sure why you had to leave 20% deposit. I mean, well, all right, let me read what he says. I was asked to leave 20% deposit by the AD at the Rolex boutique, or was it a private AD? I've never heard of the Rolex boutique asking for money in advance. I think that's not typed out correct. I think you mean like a private authorized dealer, not a Rolex boutique. But in any event, it's just so weird to me. Why would you have to leave 20% for something that's coming in next week? It's just so odd. Yeah, they definitely had it in the safe. They were probably gauging your interest. They didn't want to just call you and say, "Hey, do you want this watch? Come and get it." To make it that easy, So maybe that's why it was just a little like game to make it look like they did you a favor. Like if you leave a deposit, we could get a few within a week fast, But I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. But that's not a highly desirable model. If a mid-sized Yachtmaster, it was a beautiful watch. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking the watch. It's a beautiful ladies' watch. I don't get the strategy there. It's not like a highly desirable watch that's like going way over retail or something. Why leave it? Why would you have to leave 20%? Why wouldn't they just say come in next week and pick up the watch? I don't know. That's kind of strange. Yeah, it's definitely trying. Yeah, definitely to promote perceived exclusivity. That's all that was. They definitely had it in the back, made it sound like, hey, we're letting you in the club, man. If you give me 20% today, I'll see what I could do. Maybe I could give you that watch next week. I mean, of course, I'm not like saying like they tricked you. I'm just saying what they think they're tricking like the average customer, but like us, we're a little more keen to what they're up to. But yeah, I don't know. They do that's some weird stuff when they do that. But hey, I mean, if it's the watch you wanted and it's available, grab it. But I don't know. I'm kind of pessimistic on those type of dealers. I don't know. My people I deal with never do that shit. But they also know I kind of know my stuff, so I guess that's why. By the way, I love this name. Failure to launch and foes. Thank you for being in the chat, my brother. All right, let's see. I keep interrupting young Marco here. Let's hear what he has to say.
And so having a collection kind of thought through really is an important exercise that most people don't tend to do, right? They just kind of collect and figure it out as they go along, instead of taking kind of a methodical approach to watch collecting to really kind of hone in on everything and really dial their collection in to really achieve what I feel is kind of a more worthwhile collection that they'll actually wear, as opposed to a collection of a bunch of impulse purchases or placeholder buys, as I mentioned, that just don't suit their fancy, and of course that they want to change in and out of every couple of years. Now, my next point is going to be something that I mentioned at the start of this video, and that is, of course, to never stop trying on new watches. I think it's without question the most important thing a watch collector can do is trying on new things, experiencing them in the metal, in the flesh, winding them, pulling out the crown, setting the time. Again, I'm a big nuts and bolts guy. I really enjoy kind of dissecting a watch from a nuts and bolts perspective, but there's no question about it. I'll be the first to tell you it's a sink or swim kind of mentality when it comes to watch collecting. When you get a watch in hand, you try it on your wrist, you either love it or you hate it, or maybe hate is a bit of a strong word, or you dislike it, right? The point is that you will either love it instantly and it will capture your heart, or there will be something about it that will kind of grow over.
I think the word he's looking for here is, when you say like, this is not for me. I think when you try a watch on, it either has like this charm that just sucks you in and it fits perfect. It looks great on the wrist. And you're like, yes, this is great. At least at that moment, tastes change over time, but you either put it on and it sucks you in. You say, this is definitely for me, or nah, this is not for me. It just doesn't work. Just doesn't work for me. But yeah, I definitely agree. I love to. That's one of my favorite things to try on a watch, feel it. All the, I'm a very tactile person. Well, he says he's a nuts and bolts person. I'm not necessarily a nuts and bolts person. I'll look at the movement to see if it's attractive, but he's way more into that stuff than me. I'm more like a tactile feel person. Like I want to feel the bracelet or the rubber strap. See how it winds. If it's a chronograph, I'll run the function. If it's a dive bezel, I want to turn the bezel. I want to see how it feels interacting with it, more or less. But the main thing I want to see is how do I like to check out the movement as well, especially if it's nice. But my main thing is I want to see how it fits on the wrist. How do I like it? How does it look? Does it gel with my style? Because you can look at a watch on paper all day, or once it's on the wrist, it's when you know. It's when you know for sure. We got Nubby in the house. He says, I was told I would have an Explorer 2 in a few months for my 40th, but I'm not holding my breath. No deposit, I'm assuming, right? But that'd be pretty cool. They should hook it up. Are you going for what? Black dial or white dial? Polar or black dial? I'm assuming polar because you have black dial watch already, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Blacked out. All right. I am wrong. Just tried on the Oris Pro Pilot a few days ago, and I'm a fan. Nice. Very cool. I like that watch. Oh, speaking of fans, we have the Cap in the house. Hey, man.
Hey, man.
I'm about to put on some Black Sabbath and rock out, Cap.
Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
Ozzy.
Or Led Zeppelin, whatever you want.
Get the lead out.
Yeah, let's get the lead out.
I'm not a Black Sabbath. I don't mind them. I never really listened to Black Sabbath. Ozzy.
I never listened.
But I like Randy Rhoads, but he died young, too young, tragically in a I was going to say a plane crash, or was it a helicopter crash?
I'll have to refer to OC on that. He's the rock connoisseur of the watch space. So what's going on, Cap? How are we?
Hey, JJ.
Yep, there you are.
Yeah, you know, my internet takes about 5 minutes. It's like me in the morning. It takes a while to get to start chugging.
Yeah, you got to chug it along. I'm just watching a Marco video where we're learning about the top 5 watch collecting mistakes here, Cap.
I think I may have watched this one. I don't know. I watch Marco in the morning when I'm getting ready to go to work, and then I want to poke my eyeballs out.
Oh. All right. Well, don't ruin it for the rest of the folks here, man.
He looks. Look at who is this? Who is this guy you have on the screen? Who is this guy?
Looking sharp. Oh, here we go. Robert says a plane crashed into the tour bus that Randy was in. Wow, that's bad luck. Think you're having a bad day, huh?
Hold on. Hello?
Yeah. Where?
Okay, sorry, I had to think. No, Randy. Wait a minute. Randy Rhoads, I believe, was in the plane, not in the tour bus. I think Ozzy was in the tour bus. Let's figure this one out. Someone in the chat. What's up, Nubs? Nubs in the house, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nub.
He was just saying he's trying to get an Explorer 2 for his 40th birthday. I'm just thinking, I wish I was there in my 30s.
Damn right.
Nub says he was in the plane, Randy.
Yes. Wait a minute. You're not in your 30s?
Me? Yeah. Yeah. I'm in my 30s.
Of course you are, man.
Robert says the number one watch collecting mistake is collecting watches. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Funny. So Marco's going on and on about how put the watch on the wrist and you should wear it 1,000,000 times before you buy it. Meanwhile, we're all blind buying HO8s. Like I literally never had that watch near my wrist. I saw one on TV. I saw Nate's on YouTube. I watched a few videos. It looked about right size-wise. Why not? We'll go. We'll take a flyer. I'll take. Yeah,
sometimes you got to just shoot your shot, man.
Yeah, I do that. We do that. I do that with a decent amount of my watches, and I'm like, this is dangerous. You know what I mean? Like blind buying a Patek.
Yeah. I blind bought a 5172 when they were like 80 grand.
Right, exactly. Just think about it.
Oops. And when I got it, I said, "Oh, this is a little big." Thank God I sold it for what I bought it for. But sometimes you got to just shoot your shot. You know what I'm saying?
I think I do it more often than not. I mean, look, Rolex, we know what a GMT or a sub is pretty much going to fit. If you've had one on, you had.
That's why I only stick to Rolex now, Cap. I'm a Rolex only person. Rolex and Cartier. I have one Cartier. I actually have one Tudor also.
Cartier, I'd be concerned without trying those on, just because they're small for the most part. Yeah. Not all of them, but not a Tortue or extra large Santos. But a Dumont, I would be a little concerned because I don't know if they have different size Santos Dumonts.
Yeah, the XL is the only one that's mechanical, so that's the one you got to get.
That's the one, and that would likely be the one that fits my wrist the best.
Yeah, Yeah, I would say so. It fits mine the best, so it definitely fit yours the best. Oh shit! You know what Stevie Wonder said, right? No,
Stevie Wonder.
I pulled it up.
Ebony and Ivory.
You don't see Mr. GMT's comment?
That's fine.
Blind by everything.
Hey, Ray Charles has something to say about that too. Shout out to Ray Charles.
Yeah. All right, what do you say? We finish up this video a little bit. We got a few minutes left.
Let's go for it.
Get this. Get this.
You maybe don't dislike, or maybe you can live with it. But ultimately, it is very much a trial by fire experience when it comes to watch collecting. The best way to figure out what your preferences are, what you enjoy collecting, is by trying on new watches. And it's going to tie in also to another point that I want to make, and that is don't buy watches you don't plan to wear. I absolutely hate when people tell me or ask me, what do you think are watches that are going to be the best investment over the next 10 years? I don't sell financial advice.
I did see that.
Advisor.
I did see
have
this.
no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to investing in watches. Neither does anybody else for that matter. So when I tell people that you should just buy watches that you enjoy wearing, that is a very, very important point. It's not because you see it on social media. It's not because you see it kind of celebrities wearing it that makes it a good watch. You should go out and try it for yourself. And
all right, homework for you guys. Everybody message Marco within the next 3 days. Hey, Marco, I'm thinking about buying an investment piece. What piece do you see going up the most over the next 10 years?
Now, JJ, you know what? Put in. I'm gonna text Marco's. Hey, Marco, I need an IRR of 10% per annum. You know, do the math and crunch the numbers. What should I buy? I want a guaranteed internal rate of return, 10%.
Yeah. I want it in writing.
In writing, with a buyback option.
Oh man,
what's my floor, Marco? What's my floor price on this thing?
Of course, if you plan on wearing it, love it, and enjoy it, then of course at that point I think you should add it to your collection. And again, this is going to tie into my next point: buying watches for the wrong reasons. I think that buying watches for the case of investment, for social media, for all these other things, other than pure passion, you like the watch, you want to wear the watch, you want to enjoy the watch. And of course, it is part of kind of a cohesive collection vision that you have. I think all of these factors are really, really important in building out, again, a methodical watch collection that has, of course, all the hallmarks that you want to hit, but also all the kind of unique nuances and quirkiness in a watch collection that makes a collection distinct. But for sure, without question, I see so many people buying watches for all the wrong reasons because social media tells them maybe their friend picked one up and they're really jealous and want to add one to their collection themselves. I think this is really the wrong approach to watch collection.
Like the H08?
Yeah, the H08, man, that's our investment piece. That's called the pump and dump.
Oh, that's the one that your friend got, so you got to get one too.
That's right.
Hey, everyone told me not to buy the Onyx style Day-Date, how ugly it was. And then the episode when I got it and did the reveal, everybody loved it. I don't know, man. That's why I just got to do what I got to do. I have my own thing in my head. You know what I'm saying? I'm marching to the beat of my own drum, Cap. I like to get what I want to get. I think one of the mistakes that he should have put in this video, unless he gets to it at the end here, I didn't see this video yet, is don't rush, but be ready to pounce when a great deal comes. Like, don't make a mistake, because those great deals don't last very long. But you know, be you're like that, Cap. I would say, not in a bad way, but you're very you're not easily swayed, right? Like, oh, this is a great deal. Like, let me just grab it now. You know what I mean? You'll definitely think it through. And
yeah, I think I sometimes it's paralysis by analysis, but I definitely take a methodical approach, which is good and bad, because sometimes you miss out on things that you know, even to try them, and you know, maybe you won't like it, but you'll try it, like, because you always have that itch you want to scratch. Monster is a perfect example, but Marco talked me out of that thing when it was under 30. Now it's like, and again, not to say you're going to make money or not, but
right.
I kind of figured that was a risk-free proposition.
Yeah, well,
that's the prices they were offering it. You know what I mean? And I wanted to have gold.
Right. Well, when they are available, you definitely got to be ready to pounce. But
yes,
I think the main thing is when I say don't rush is like, you'll get another crack at it. It'll
Yep.
definitely, then these watches are not going anywhere. People get like this,
That's true.
buy it now, it won't last long, like this big rush thing. And
Yep. The
that's just
FOMO.
not the case. AB says, wait, you haven't sold the Onyx Day Date yet? It is available if you want it. 67,000 is the asking price. Till
So-
then, it'll be here.
Yeah, Pocket.
Pocket Watch Time with a member chat. 12-month member. Thank you, Pocket Watch Time. Appreciate your support. He says, I buy watches for the wrong reason because I like them. I keep losing money.
That's yeah.
Yeah, send money now.
Join the club. Join the club, Pocket. That's what we do. It's a sinkhole. And the
Money
other, yes. So here's two examples, JJ, that popped in my head. And you guys, everyone said, hey, wait, don't just jump on it. Would be so that Tudor, the FXD GMT Zulu time one, then titanium with the fixed lugs. I still like that watch. I've seen that watch in the metal. I tried it on. But if you bought it brand new when they first came out, you'd be down $1,500, maybe even $2,000, and the longer you wait on those, especially Tudor, because they always revert back, to under retail and maybe significantly in this market. That's one, that I didn't buy, but I'm still having, still in my mind to get it at some point. And
what was retail on those? I know now you could probably pick those up for like 4,500 something.
They're still probably around. They may not have gone. They may not have dipped that much below retail because I think they were 48. I don't think they were much more than that.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Me neither. But like that's one, and the Oris. I think it was. I don't know if it was the 70th anniversary, that Divers 65 anniversary one that just came out. You wait on those.
48.
You could save $1,000. $48.50.
Yeah, I seen them on Chrono for pretty much on eBay for like the same price, similar prices, but I think you get them cheaper than that. But I think they're out of stock, right? Were they limited edition or no?
No, they weren't. They weren't limited. No, I don't think they ever said they were limited. I didn't see them as limited. But they're probably out of stock because a lot of people like the watch.
No, I think it was just yeah, that's true. But I think that was just one website had them out of stock right now. But yeah, those watches will get cheaper if you come back in a couple of years.
Yep.
Like even like my the silver Tudor, I don't know what that went for, but I pretty much traded it for a $3,000 watch, so it worked out for me.
What do you think about the Bruce Wayne?
The Rolex Bruce Wayne?
The Rolex Bruce Wayne, yeah. The gray
and
the
beautiful in person. I've seen it.
I really like that bezel color.
Yeah, it's real slick. It's subdued, but it's very slick. I like it a lot.
But what do you think the price is going to be? I mean, it's hard to impossible to predict, but I think it was at 24. Now it's at like hovering at 19, 20. I mean, it's still at Pepsi prices on the gray.
Yeah, it's not going to be. It's going to be somewhere in between the Pepsi and the Batgirl. I'd probably say like 18. It's going to settle.
Yeah,
it's still relatively new.
It is. So yeah, they need it needs some seasoning, man. It needs like a couple of more years where they're pumping out tens of thousands, if not. It's hard to know how many of each piece Rolex makes because they have so many pieces. They have so many different pieces. But they got to make these pieces in the tens of thousands.
Cab, I have a new plan. I'm skipping all that. I'm telling you, selling all the steel pieces except for one, just a daily wear.
Yeah,
I'm going all gold. And then when the price of gold hits 15,000 an ounce, we're gonna be partying. Like it's
yeah,
it's gonna be a party. And all the steel watches, I think by the time gold explodes, I think in another 2-3 years you're gonna be able to get steel pieces relatively close to retail. My opinion. I could be wrong. Could be totally wrong. But that's the shot I'm shooting.
Well, you have a plan.
Yeah, it could be wrong. I mean,
You have a strategy, man. We'll see.
did you see
Hopefully
Ethereum
it'll
explode
work
today?
out.
By the way, did you see that, Cap? Ethereum exploded today.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Ethereum exploded today.
I own some, so that's good news. The market went bonkers. At least the ones that I own did very well, like the Amazon, Google, Meta, the
Everything went.
Nvidia. Everything went up. I
It's
looked
because
at it. I was like, "Is this
the Fed,
correct?"
because it was after the Fed meeting.
Oh,
From what they interpreted from it, there's going to be a rate cut in September.
okay.
Small rate cut, and the market just went nuts after that.
Jesus.
And if you look on like there's like a money line, that gives like percentages.
Yeah.
It went from like 71% odds to 89% odds that they're going to do a cut. So that's like not even guaranteed. Imagine when they actually do the cut, the market's going to fucking really explode. People just waiting. That's why you see like all these stupid videos. Oh, recession around the corner, recession around. When everyone starts pumping out those videos on YouTube, is when I'm like, fucking buy. This is like all the dopes. Yeah, everyone's selling.
I'm not seeing any recession from where I sit, but again, I don't really know. I mean, I just can go by what I see.
Not financial advice, but the dollar gets weaker by the minute. It's like,
Yep.
the stocks are gonna keep going up, man. In my opinion, I could be totally wrong. Like they went down a bit for the last couple of weeks. They've been going down a little, but bro, you know what's funny though? All the crypto blew up today. All the stocks blew up today because they're saying this rate cut. But gold and silver was like pretty flat. They do for a well, actually, no, it did bump towards the end of the day, but they've been relatively flat. Yeah, moved a little today, but it's still in that same channel between 3,300 and 3,400. Silver's still in the same channel. It pushed almost to $39, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I still think silver's a great buy. Platinum still sitting under 1,400, still pretty good buy. I don't know.
What do you think about? I think you were in and out of this one. Palantir.
Oh man, I sold a little too soon on Palantir, but I sold it in the 130s. I think 136 or 137, somewhere in that range. I sold it, but I bought it at 75 the last time, so I did almost a double up.
But it came off from like 200 now to 160 something, right?
No, it wasn't ever 200. It went from, it was like 120s to like it dropped to 75. That's when I bought a bunch of it. Then
I just wonder though.
I sold it at 136 or 137. It went to like 160. I don't know where it's at now. I stopped following it for my own
I think it's
sanity.
around there. I think it's around there. Yeah, I know. But let's say something like Palantir or some other stock that we don't know in 5 years. Could Palantir be $1 trillion plus market cap? And I think the answer is yes.
Absolutely.
Right? So, of course, this is not financial advice and it could go to zero. But that's how you really do well. Like, the Nvidia, that's what everyone's looking for, man. We're all looking for the next Nvidia. Hey, what about Intel with the government taking a stake, possibly? SoFi. I know, but you got the U.S. government.
The watch and stock hangout.
Yeah, we kind of we can get back to what. Did Marco mention size on the wrist yet?
The what? What'd you say?
Did Marco mention? I got to buy a new computer. That's what I need to do, JJ. But did Marco mention the size on the wrist?
I don't know.
Buy watches that fit your wrist. I don't know if he said that yet.
Maybe not. Let's see what he says. We still got 2 minutes left. Let's see.
Collecting, and I think it's only cured by going out and trying on new watches and really kind of watching YouTube content from people like myself or others in the industry that make great videos and have great opinions and insights into watch collecting, and of course different watches when it comes to reviews and other things of that nature. I absolutely love it. I eat up watch content 24/7. It's something that I always enjoy and always am passionate about, and so without question, it has definitely guided my vision for my personal collection and has definitely influenced my purchase decision. So definitely eating up social media content from YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff is really important, and it's going to be influential, but just make sure it doesn't influence your opinions in the wrong kind of ways. And last but certainly not least, should be a pretty easy one in 2025, but it's something that I see all the time, and it is, if a deal is too good to be true, do not go for it. Do not trust an untrustworthy source. It is just that simple. Again, especially in 2025, there are so many outlets to check and verify
Nobody
who you're
beats
buying
the
watch
whiz
from, right? And there are so many outlets out there to buy from trusted dealers. It is definitely worth paying a little bit more, but having the peace of mind, knowing what you're getting, and knowing that you're going to actually physically get a legitimate, authentic watch by buying it from a trustworthy source, as opposed to getting a screaming deal and getting something that you ultimately didn't pay for. I know it sounds simple.
You get what you pay for.
Kind of very straightforward, very easy to understand. But I see this all the time, that people trust the wrong sources just because, of course, the deal seems amazing, so much better than that last person that quoted them on a specific watch. But ultimately, they're left holding the bag because it's not what they ultimately paid for. And again, I can't stress this enough. Buying from a trustworthy source is so easy in 2025. There are so many amazing resources that people can look up just to do a basic search, a basic reference check on somebody, to make sure that they stand behind their products and that what you're getting is absolutely what you're paying for. So guys, these are my top 5 watch collecting mistakes. I think that new collectors and of course established collectors.
Pretty good there. I like it. Yeah, I agree with that for sure too, by the way, just for the record. You know, people, oh, I could get $1,000 cheaper if I buy it from Bob Smith. It's like, yeah, but Bob Smith isn't giving you a 2-year warranty. You know, if the watch is messed up in a year, you're gonna go call him up, you're gonna find him. Like, I don't know, man. You find out that there's Frankenstein parts, is that guy gonna even answer your phone call? Like, sometimes it's better to pay a little more for the peace of mind. Even like I said, with the last watch I bought, like, I could have bought it direct and saved a little bit of money, but you know, Marco did me the favor. He got it, brought it in, serial check, had his watchmaker look it over, made sure everything was what it's supposed to be. To me, that peace of mind is well worth it. You know what I mean? Well worth it.
Right. Yeah, and look, Bourdin stands behind the products that they sell, right? I mean, Marco, I mean, looks sharp in that I guess that suit, or just the blazer, and you know, the backdrop with that little espresso machine over there. And
what if they use that coffee pot? That
you see that thing?
My grandma.
That's old school. My father had one of those. I didn't even know how to use it. I think I screwed it up once when see that thing? So you put the rinds, I think, in the bottom.
Right? I don't know. I had one of them, but I never used it. It was my aunt's.
Let me know, because I tried it once. I don't know if I screwed it up. I think the water goes in the top, and then the coffee goes in the bottom. Yeah, me too. Nespresso, baby. Yeah. Tariffs are killing me on that. Hey, by the way, the title of the show was Tariffs, or it was Swiss watches.
Wait, hold on, Cap. Before you change the subject, I just want to remind everyone, you know what goes really awesome with that kind of coffee? Hold on.
Cigars?
Shit. Oh, you know it, baby. Make sure you get yourself a nice cigar from StogieSampler.com, who is sponsoring tonight's show. We got to give a big shout out to our man Steve. If you guys are into cigars, he is a fellow watch enthusiast, so let's give him a little love. He got the Fuente Friday for the Watch Hangout crew. Opus and Fuente sampler, only $99.99. You get 7 of these, Cap. Check this out: 3 Opus X, 2 Añejo Sharks, which look really cool. I like those. 1 Casa Fuente. It looks nice and dark. I like that. And 1 858 Sungrown. Go check them out, guys. We got a few left here. Let's hook Steve up. Okay, thanks. Oh, we got a super chat from Ali. Good to see Ali in the house. $9.03. Oh, should we do it with? Let me see if I can do my Ali impression. Yo ho ho, hello, hello. What do you think? Did I do it good?
That was pretty good. No, it sounded like Ali was here. It's the ghost of Ali Reza.
The ghost of Ali Reza. There we go. But Bob Smith says he knows a guy who knows the guy who is brothers with the woman who do the color red for the Rolex bezels. Oh, one of the 2 women, huh?
Yes. Yeah, she does the red. I think the other woman does the blue. Yeah, Mr. Blue.
It's like a Twix, the left and the right. You got the
It's
red
the
and the
yellow.
blue.
Yeah.
Someone should do like a AI skit with that, like a red and a blue with pouring the dye in or something. Good to see Ali in the chat.
Yeah,
Bob
Rolex ran out of dye. That's why the Pepsi is going to be discontinued.
Yeah. Hopefully my meteorite goes up, man.
Hey, you know what's interesting is I bought a picture off of eBay, and it wasn't framed. And then I saw the same picture that had this dark red frame around the outside. And I showed it to the person who was going to frame mine, and I said, "Hey, can you get me this frame, this red?" It was like a racing red, like maybe cherry red. And she said, and she's been framing for like 30 years.
Like a Louboutin red?
Yeah, that's more like a lipstick. It's close. It might be a little darker, but not like a maroon, but it was definitely like not a
Cartier
deep red.
box?
Yeah, it was like a lacquered, maybe like a lacquered Cartier box, but it was like glossy lacquer.
Right.
Anyway, the point is, she said that those frames, like she rarely saw that color in a frame, and it looked so cool because it was a racing photo. I think it was the Amsterdam Grand Prix, or no, the Belgian Grand Prix in the 50s, right? And the frame was literally, she said, expect a couple of $100 or whatever it is for the color, but she couldn't even find one. And I thought, the first thing I thought was, holy shit, that sounds like the Pepsi red, the red on the Pepsi bezel.
And the second thing you thought is, I got to sell this painting.
No, I actually bought, no, you know what the second thing I bought? I want the other one now that's actually on eBay that has this frame. And that fell through because the seller was, I don't know, he wanted to sell it off of eBay to give me, like, to get me a break. And then he said he couldn't ship it with the frame, you know, because he was afraid it was going to damage or break the glass, all sorts of shit. So I didn't buy the second one. I did. I bought the first one on eBay and I had it framed myself, but I had to do the reverse. I did black on the outside and I did red kind of on the inner. You know how you have like the border and then an inner color.
Right.
So instead of getting the racing red outer frame, I got a black outer frame and a little red inlay. Anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What do you say, Cap? You up for a little watch battle? We're gonna do a little watch battle.
Sounds good. The Yid just put something up about eBay.
Yeah, he doesn't know. He talks like he knows, but he don't know. This is not a fact.
He knows a guy.
Opinion. He knows a guy. eBay watch
I
sales
know
are
a guy.
Trader.
Oh, you know a guy.
How do you know? eBay is giving tariff estimates. Yeah, oh, you know a guy. eBay is giving you tariff estimates, and they are huge, like $10,000 on $20,000 watches from Japan. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna happen everywhere if you buy international.
That's crazy, man. That is crazy.
That's not gonna last. I don't see it.
Because JJ, anything. So the retail stuff, it's up to the brands, right? What's Rolex going to do? What's Breitling going to do? What's Patek? What are all these Swiss brands going to do with the prices? Because we're not going to get hit with the import duties on the retail, on the new stuff. But the old stuff coming over, you get whacked. Right? I mean, from China, Hong Kong, every country. Every country. And especially Switzerland. But that's only if you got stock of pre-owned watches in Switzerland that get imported.
Well, they're shipping them all here in advance, man. Listen, the U.S. has a ton of watches. I'm not worried. There's a ton of watches here. You know.
Yeah, but you know the gray market uses every little price bump.
They use it all to fuck with you. Look, how many times has Trump said I'm doing this and then pulled it back? It's like, come on. This shit's not going to last forever. You know what? And then I won't buy a watch for 3 years.
Right.
Until they change it back. I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't know. People are freaking out. Like it's not like we're talking about like eggs here or something that you need to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, eggs just went up from 50% tariff. It's a fucking Swiss watch. Buy ones that are here, or just don't buy one for now. Where the money is at, I was talking to a friend of mine today, big money guy. Actually, him and his friends, I was laughing. I said, listen, I'm starting up a watch consulting business. I said, your friends have too much money and too little sense. He bought an AP. I'll tell you the story after, because it's pretty funny. But he bought a very expensive AP. I was like, oh man, there's so many. Like, he wasn't, but he's like, this watch is going to be a great investment. I was like, no, it's not. It's a terrible idea. And he paid so much money for it. He got a decent price compared to where they are in the market, but it's like it's a sinking stone.
Oh yeah. What did he get? Did he get like an offshore?
I don't want to get specific
Okay.
right now, but I'll tell you why later. But anyway, that wasn't the point of my story. But I said that, like, watch consulting thing. Like, there's so many better watches you could buy that be better off with the money. But we were saying, like, where the real money's at is in these Porsches, and he was showing us. But I heard a lot of Porsches have been going down.
Oh yeah,
lately.
No, they're getting killed, man. From where they were, I think it's very similar to what happened to the watch market. Honestly, I think mine has gone down a lot. I mean, from COVID highs.
But what happens now with tariffs? That's kind of my thing. Like, now what?
Oh, it could help now. The ones if you own it, hopefully. Well, with used cars, though, you're only buying cars that are already here.
Right.
I think.
Yeah, well, the new ones are, I'm saying that they're going to be super expensive now, so the used market's going to go up. If a Porsche, let's say, is 150,000 now, and the tariffs, go crazy, and the car goes to like 225, it's going to make the used market explode.
Yeah, but mine's a 2005, so I don't think it'll impact like the vintage market, would it? Like,
probably a little bit. It's got to. If a new one goes from 150 to 225 overnight, it's got to bump up the prices of the used ones. All of them are going to go up in some capacity.
I hope so, but
I'm not saying it's going to explode.
Totally different,
but
right? Someone getting a new Porsche paying 150 or 200. It's like a different buyer than someone getting, in 2005 to 2008.
Right, but they get a chain effect, right? Let's say if it's 150 new, now it goes to 225 or whatever. I'm just making up random numbers.
Yeah.
Now the used one was 100. It's not going to stay at 100 if that just jumped to 225. It's going to shoot up to like 180 or 160. Right?
Yeah, they could try. Yeah,
so now I don't know if it'll go. That was going to buy the used one at 75 or 80 or 100. Now those prices are up to 120, 150. Now they got to get something less,
so you're saying it goes all the way down the line,
right?
So it'll bump everything up.
Yeah, like I don't know what 05 goes for. What does 05 go for roughly? If
Dude, they're in the fucking toilet now. They're in the. It depends.
Like 40 grand. I don't know.
Carrera S is like it's in the 30s.
Okay. So whatever, let's just say it's 35, 40 in that range. They're going to go up to 50. You know what I mean?
I'd take it.
They're going to have a bump. They got to.
I mean, they were up there during COVID, but COVID was such a one-off, that you can't really point to that at all. You almost have to erase that whole spike.
Right. But this whole scenario is if they go up. Another thing that could happen is people just say, fuck you. Right. I'm not paying 225.
Luxury's dead. Fuck this. Let's go back to like
your ass. I'll go get a fucking
I'll get a Hyundai.
Yeah, I'll go get a GR Corolla and fucking whip around in that.
You think this is gonna go up, man? This was an eBay buy.
Sell it.
Yeah, 98. Got this for about 3 large.
I'm waiting for all them to kick in. I'm gonna sell all my Japanese G-Shocks on eBay.
It's a good looking piece.
Yeah, very nice. I like it.
Hey, you know what? There's this site that I watch a lot. They do these Thursday drops, Subdial. And
right.
What did Subdial do? Oh, they had one of these. They had one of these, but they actually, no, they had a better one than this. They actually had the original Carrera, like the 1964 to 68 or so. So the one that this was based off of, but a real Hoyer in yellow gold with the white dial.
Yellow gold.
Yellow. Lamania movement. I actually think it had a better movement than this. 7K, 7 British pounds, UK pounds, 7,000, I think.
Is that
around there? Sounded good to me, because if you're talking about an original, because this is a re-edition from 98, so the originals were in the 60s, right? You put this thing on gold for 7K,
like 9,500, right, in gold, in the US dollars.
I think, yeah, probably, yeah, around there. I don't know. They got some really nice stuff on that site when they do their drops. They do Lange, all the. I don't know where they're getting their watches, but like, they get a lot of quality stuff, man.
They're getting them from Bob Smith.
He knows a guy.
Yeah, Bob Smith got the. He gets them the watch from the Red Ant.
There's a lot on where they. I'm telling you, man. I look at that set. I'm like, I want that Lange. I want that one. I got it.
That's pretty funny. So, Cap, being that we got into some chronograph talk there, what do you say? Are we ready to do a little watch battle?
I'm ready, man.
All right,
let's do it.
There we go.
Nice.
Up today is one we haven't done. The Rolex Daytona versus the 321 Ed White Speedmaster from Omega. What do we think about this? This is a rough one, Cap. This is a controversial one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is tough, man. Are you talking? Are we going with the black, the exact one that we're seeing here in terms of the Daytona?
Well, we're gonna get into the nuances of all this. It's gonna vary. You know what I'm saying? A couple variants now. California, you got the glove. I like it.
This is wow.
Out of control.
Its AI is out of fucking control.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
So now I read this article. By the way, shout out to Fratello for it's funny they do this on Sunday now, the Sunday Showdown it's called. It's so funny because we have the watch battle, so it's like it winds up being so easy. I can just pull up the article, and discuss what they have here. But they basically have two guys talking about this, right? And they're giving their opinions. And I agree with so much of what the first guy says, how the Speedmaster is super interesting, and how the basically what he's saying is, to recap it, is the steel is pretty nice, but where his heart lies in the I don't know why they show a Seamaster here, but in the with the Daytona is in the Oyster Flex, which is what I always say, right? Like I would go precious metal for the Daytona on the Oyster Flex, but he prefers the 321 in the steel. He finds it much more interesting. He likes the manual wind, the historic movement of the 321. Just more interesting conversation piece. I've had both. They're definitely different watches, a little look, I like the Daytona. I had the Panda, obviously. The automatic, I don't know, it just kind of was like every other watch, right? Like kind of like you get that out of the sub and the GMT already. It didn't feel any different, which a chronograph I feel like should, right? Don't get me wrong, if you have one watch, yeah, it's definitely the better watch as far as like it's waterproof. But to actually use a chronograph, you got to unscrew it.
Yep.
Kind of weird.
Definitely not user friendly.
Right. I think if I'm going for a precious metal one, yeah, I would go something on Oyster Flex, and I would go 321. I agree with the first guy's assessment. Definitely at retail it would be worth the steal, but for the price they're going, no, I would go Oyster Flex in the 321. I think he crushed it. He hit the nail on the head. Curious what your opinion is on that.
I mean, well,
steel Daytona?
No, I'm registered for a 321. In fact, I have to check. I have to go to that Omega store.
Speaking of people who are registered, hey GMT, welcome.
What's going on, boys? Can you hear me all right?
Hey, GMT. I'm gonna definitely go with the Omega Speedmaster with the Ed White 321. Not only because I'm registered for it, but for the aesthetics, the history, the 321 movement, the hand. It's one person, one watch, right? They have their whole special little division that works on this, right? So they hand finish the movement. It's historic. The caliber is legendary, right? And you got that history tied to space. And
I found it and buy a cap already, for fuck's sake.
And the aesthetics of it.
That's
look at that. Look at the money shot.
Manual wind. If you get a chronograph, you got to have a manual.
Yeah, manual wind. Yeah, there you go. Now, what's interesting though is these two watches are about the same price retail, give or take.
Yeah, within $1,000, I would say, something like that.
But the market values the Daytona, and we're not even talking about the Panda. Let's just stick with the black one at 20, let's say 24,000, give or roughly. Whereas the 321 keeps going dropping. It's arguably, I think, under retail at some.
Oh yeah, I bought it on the resale. I bought it on the retail 2 years ago.
So my view is, why am I waiting for Omega? Only because I don't really need it. So like, this is a watch. If Omega called, I would get it at Omega.
Right.
Because I don't think
to get it new.
Yeah, that's what I think. But I'm not beating down their door. I'm not going to show up every day and say, "Hey, where's my 321?"
Right.
So I would not pay 24 for the black one. For the black for the black Daytona, black on black.
30 for the new Panda.
Right. I mean, when you look at the the watch, but the market says otherwise. Like the gray market's telling you that the other one, that the Daytona, is just way more popular.
Yeah, but it's also telling, it's just what's trendy,
Right. I mean, this watch was way up there too during COVID. Wasn't it around 25,000? But this thing dropped to 15, basically retail and below.
It held its own way, I think, better than the Snoopy did. The way the Snoopy went up and down.
Yeah.
Just my opinion.
Well, that's a great call. Which watch between? I always question which way do you
go, 321,
Snoopy or 321?
To me, it's not even a question. 321. I mean, I had the 321.
Yeah.
What about you, GMT? What do you think about this shit?
It's fucking shit. I don't care. It's overrated.
Which one?
Everything.
Seiko. Just buy a Seiko and be done with it.
Be done with it. Fuck it.
Flat link bracelet, right? Straight lugs.
Look, I'm happy with my white dial. Don't need any more than that.
Yeah, beautiful watch. That's the only knock I have on the 321. I think they should have just did a 20 mil flat link, not a 19 mil. I don't know why they did that, but whatever.
Oh, it's 19? Yeah. I didn't even know that. So these are strap monsters, but now they did 19, which you could find, but 20 is much.
Honestly, I would, if you want one that's a strap monster, just buy a 386
Yeah.
And just 20 mil, go nuts. Well, that's
bro, you got the best speedy, man. You got the Panda. What else do you want, bro? Cap.
What, mine? Oh,
yeah.
Who, me?
I don't know what he was talking about.
Your speedy Panda, man. You'll take it.
Yeah, I like the speedy Panda, but I also like this.
Yeah, we can like everything. Like, it depends what you're gonna have. What do you want? Do you want both? You're gonna have both?
No, I wouldn't. I don't want to. I'm not a Speedmaster collector like that.
Yeah, what do you do if the Omega boutique calls you? You sell the Tokyo? What do you do?
I thought about that, and
you're gonna lose money on this if you buy it on this 321.
Well, I'm gonna lose money on the Tokyo if I sell it.
Either way, it's a lose.
Yeah, that was a loser.
A loser.
How much did you buy it for back in the day?
I think it was, plus I had to pay import duties from Hong Kong.
Was it 12?
Yeah, it was,
you paid
give
12?
or take. No, I paid more than 12. I paid about all in probably close to 14.
Oh shit.
That's
Is that with
13.5 to
taxes?
14.
That was even a pretty decent deal back then, though.
It's not bad, but you know what? This is one of those impulse. Like if I would have waited, that was a no patience buy. That was when you guys were getting the rising sun. People were buying. Yeah, Duco
He
bought a
bought
rising
into the
sun.
hype, JJ. Bought into the hype. That's what happens.
sometimes, you know?
But you know what? There's only 2,000 pieces were made. There's a lot of those. They made a lot of those. But on Chrono, or other sites, you don't see many in the US. So
Everyone thought the blue one was going to be the big one. But
yeah, and nobody cares, right? Nobody.
No, that was like the
talks
shit.
about that
Never
fucking
did well.
watch. Yeah, none of those, and I don't think any of the other colorways. At least I got the Panda.
No, you got
is it the poor man's Daytona? Could be
different watch, man. It's a
It's
space
different
watch,
watch
not a
every
race
time.
watch. It's
but I got it to scratch the Panda itch. Let's be honest.
Did it scratch it?
I don't know. Not really, because I never owned a Daytona, so it's not a
Have
Daytona.
you ever had a Daytona on the wrist, Cap?
I have.
Which one?
You know who's I've had.
Mine?
What?
No, I had Artem. I had Tim Wrights on first
Oh,
year
okay.
of watch time. And at that time, I felt it was small on my wrist, which it
I
probably
find
is.
them too small for my wrist too. I've got a small
But
wrist.
look, it's a
I
beautiful
had his watch
watch.
on too. He had my day date. Remember the picture we took?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That's
He was
funny.
wearing my day date, and I was wearing his Daytona.
Didn't
And they
you
were
walk into
both
a
going for,
watchmaker or something?
Yeah, he came. I went to service my my Breitling.
Yeah, there you go.
He came with me.
Good
and then
memory.
he did a whole video on my watch collection. Always a double motive with that guy. Thought he was coming to hang out. Next thing you know, he's got me filming a whole fucking watch collection video on my car. I'm like, what's going on here? What are we doing?
It's quid pro quo, man. It's
Yeah.
nothing is free. Nothing is free.
I remember that was the first time I tried on a Panda Daytona, and I said, this watch is going for, at the time, this was before it went up to 30,000. This is when it was like 21 or whatever. You know, remember when it was like in the 20s, like low 20s, before it exploded? It was like right during COVID, like when the watches started coming down a bit. And I remember trying it on, going, this watch is 20-something thousand. The fuck out of it. I would never pay this. Which I never did.
And then you got
either.
one, didn't you?
Hey, but I got mine from my AD. I didn't pay for it.
Okay.
And then they blasted through
No brainer.
JJ. They blasted through 40,000. Right?
It's ridiculous.
40,000.
I don't know. I stopped paying attention. I was like, look, the watch is cool for 15 grand, 16 grand, whatever. Anything over 20, you got to be smoking crack.
These things are at
There's
30
a lot
now.
of people out there smoking crack.
I'd get the gold. I would get the gold. I'd get the Oyster Flex on, But would you get, this is a layup for you, day date or an Oyster Flex Daytona?
Oh, I'd get it depends, but like what I need. But if I can only have one, I would get the day date. Day date's a better watch.
You can't compare, man.
Day date is Rolex, right? Yeah, I think
People have this weird thing. I don't get it. It's like, well, if I had to spend 40,000 or 50,000 or whatever, 60,000, all right, I get it. You know, you want to get, let's say 50,000, right? Let's say you could get a rose olive day date. Beautiful watch, beautiful watch. Oh, I could get like a Patek or something. Okay, so, but if that's what you like, then get that. But value for money, you're not getting a solid gold Patek for that price, unless you get like a world time, like a 5130, an old one with like the bracelet. But you're not getting a solid gold watch with a gold bracelet that has that much wrist presence. You're just not getting it. I don't know.
Yeah, get an ellipse.
You know, get a ellipse cheap. I mean, you know,
an ellipse on the gold. Yeah, you know those ones that have like Jay-Z wears an ellipse with the fucking gold bracelet. I don't know if it's like a 7. Like
I'm just saying, it's a different watch. Like if you want to check on a strap, you're going for a different style of watch. They're totally different. You know, to me, day date reigns supreme, man. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. It's just my opinion, though. It's what I like.
Fratello. So
for 50 grand, I'd rather have a sick day date
Yeah.
that I could wear everywhere. That's waterproof. I could travel with it. I could bang into something and not have a heart attack. That the movement just got rocked. You know what I mean? Like I've had multiple Pateks. I've had APs. I've had FP Journe. I've had all this cool stuff. It's cool, but it's not me. It's just not. Don't get me wrong. I'd buy another Patek again, and I'd buy another AP again. Maybe if it gets cheap enough, I'd buy a Royal Oak, and I would buy another dress Patek, but not a very expensive one. But even if I would, it doesn't matter. I wouldn't take those over a day date. I just wouldn't. I prefer the day date. I prefer a robust movement, waterproof case.
Yep. Can't go wrong.
All right, I'm a man of the streets.
Man of the people.
Yeah, I need to be. I'm a man of the people. I need to be
Gold
moving
Rolex.
about freely. I need to wash my hands and not worry about ruining my movement.
I got to tell you, though, what were we saying? Oh, FP Journe, yeah, that's an exclusive club that I'm not a party to, not a part of, not a member of. Prices are ridiculous.
Are you gonna try and be a member?
No, I'm not. I went to what was it? There was a dinner in Manhattan. I popped into Journe Soho. Nice people. Look, they gave me the bottle of water. We chatted. They kicked me out. They said, "Hey, you have to come to the events, and people have to get to know you, and then we'll see, what you might be interested in." It's a whole process. I'm like, I'm not spending 2 years sucking someone's, what.
Yeah, I didn't do
the opportunity to get
it gets a bit stale after a while.
Entry level Journe. Don't get me wrong. I love the aesthetics of Journe. However, I may like a Lange better. You know what I mean? If I had to just pick a watch that speaks to me, I very well could pick a Lange over a Journe. It's just, you know what I mean? Because Journe is just unique.
I personally wouldn't. I just don't want to do all the theatrics.
I'm not jumping through those hoops, JJ.
No, I know.
I'm tired of being a circus monkey.
I went to Florida.
A clown. Well, at least you got a fucking killer watch.
No, yeah, but that was when I started. I said, "This is the watch I want." They didn't tell me, "Well, we have to see where your journey." I would have said, "Fuck out of here, fuck your journey." This is the watch I want. They were like, "Okay," and then I just got invited to the events, and I just went because I wanted to go and meet other watch collectors. I actually wore a Breguet to the first one I went to in Miami, my 7097, and they were all going crazy for it. And you know what's funny? When I had my when I had the Journe and I went to go buy a new strap in Manhattan boutique, I brought a couple watches with me just to check for them to check out. I brought what did I bring with me? I brought my day date with the silver dial. I brought the Vacheron blue dial, and I brought a Patek. I forgot which Patek I had at the same time. Which Patek did I have? I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, and you know what watch everybody pulled out and was passing around the store? Take a guess.
What were the choices? I'm sorry.
I had
zoned out.
I had 3 or 4. I had 4 watches with me. I had a Patek. I forget which one. I had my Paul Newman Daytona, Oyster Flex.
Right.
I had the Vacheron blue dial, overseas, and I had my day date silver dial.
Oh, that's a tough call. Yeah. I would say the VC, but I know it's going to be the day date.
Nope, day date. Everybody tried on the day date.
I love
this watch. Love this watch. Nobody even looked at the other watch.
Wow. Okay.
Including the Journe on my wrist. I mean, but that they see every day, so I get that. But
you at Journe? Okay. Oh, I got you.
Yeah, this is the employees.
Yeah.
Whatever. Look, to each their own. I get it. Some people don't want to. If that much money, they'd rather have a high-end Patek. I'm not a silver spoon guy. I'm just not. I'm not a stuffy guy. I don't. It's not. Don't get me wrong. I like a nice dress watch, but that's not my main piece.
Oh shit! I just remembered. I have something. I have a little show and tell.
Oh, what do you got?
I have
show us and tell us.
Show and tell. I think this is going to be a first. It's not going to be a first on the Watch Hangout because we've done it before. But
sundial,
I'm going to copyright or trademark this word. No, it would be copyright. Ready? You know what
Yeah.
the word is?
What's
Hold on.
that?
Let me get prepared here. Hold on. I think you guys will enjoy this. Ah. Don't worry. I'm not
Down,
choking.
GMT.
He's man down. Man down.
He's like, let me just
What
get
did you
this.
get?
I'm telling you,
What
man.
happened, man?
I was reaching for what I'm gonna show you guys.
I was watching
Ready?
the thing. Yeah.
We're gonna have, and this is my word. I'm coining this word. I want full credit for this word.
Coinage. Okay.
We're gonna do not an unboxing. We're gonna do an unbooking. We're gonna do an unbooking. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So in other words, you got a book he's gonna show.
What do you guys think it is? It's very good, GMT.
Underwhelming. Very underwhelming, yeah. An unbooking.
It's an
And
unbooking.
I'm booking. Now you got our stiffy going down flopping now. It's fucked.
We've seen a couple of unravelings, that's for sure.
I have an unbooking. Ready? You guys will never. I'm not even gonna have you guys guess it. I'm just gonna show it.
Okay.
This arrived a couple of days ago.
Is this new? Classic 55. What is this, Cap?
Classic 55. Back to
The fuck is
classic,
that?
baby. You
Are we
see who
supposed to know what this is?
You guys probably don't, but I
I
follow
feel like a
him on
complete moron at the moment.
Yeah, me too. I don't know what is
comment
it.
on GMT, but this is a book.
I'm
What
no
is-
shit.
Of what? What is this? What is
This is Guy Gohari.
Ah,
This is Guy Gohari. I follow him on Instagram. He's in Manhattan. He's got I haven't visited this guy, but he's a vintage guy. You know, he sells vintage Piaget, Cartier, Rolex, some
this is not the guy that sat by the pizza place, right? That there was a 26-inch Cartiers.
No. This guy's been doing it for a long time, man. And this is all of his stuff.
Scar Pizza. Remember when Tim went to eat at Scar Pizza? He tried to get in on that.
Nah, this guy is way beyond Scar Pizza, man. He actually has a place. I think he has a shop in Milan. So this guy travels to Milano, and a lot of the Italian, I guess Italian dealers, his relationships go deep, run deep, and he picks up stuff, vintage stuff, from Italy. I guess is one of his sources in Milano.
Mike Nouveau.
Yeah, this guy is like the Mike Nouveau before there was Mike Nouveau.
Oh, I think he's bigger than him too.
Mike's probably bigger, right? Just you see, there's the
No,
Piaget.
this guy I think is probably bigger. I don't know.
Probably got family shots. So he did. So a lot of the watches that he's touched over the years. Here's one for
John Colt says classic 55 sounds like a men's hair dye for guys who don't want to go crazy.
I gotta buy some of that then, man. See this?
Nice.
Yeah, a little with the green cabochon. I think is that green emerald? No, that's blue. That's blue. Anyway, but wait, there's more. So there's a lot of Cartier in here. Look, it's got.
How did you get suckered into buying this book, Kat?
Well, I follow this guy, right, on Instagram, and he does really good videos. He does like 30 long format videos that he posts up on Instagram. He's playing like jazz music in the background. He's very well known. Like he's friends with Adam Menta. Like he's Adam's done interviews with him that have been on YouTube, and he just did one with Analog Shift.
Okay.
Did one, but wait, there's more.
But wait, it came with this nice bookmark.
Watch this. You ready, JJ?
Yeah. Dear Captain, enjoy in good health always. Sweet, autographed and everything.
I got him to autograph it.
Was that the deal? See, I knew there had to be a catch. I figured you weren't just going to buy this book.
It's not even hardcover, man.
Yeah. You probably said like I'll only buy it if you sign.
Not even a hardcover, man. No, he offered that on the checkout. So listen, he got me through Instagram. He was hawking his book. you know, in his Instagram stories. There's the link, click here, you know. And like I said, I always follow the guy. So look, there's a lot of stories in there as well about how he's got the pieces, and I haven't read any of it, like all these books, but I got him to autograph it because he said if you want it personally autographed, let me know. And throws it off. Next, but it's pretty cool. He has one of those. There's the King Midas. Let me see if I could find.
How much did he charge you for this book?
I don't know.
What the fuck? How much you pay for this, Cap?
What's it's only
a
money,
couple
right?
bucks amongst them. I'm gonna come out. Are you gonna buy the Watch Hangout book? I'm gonna take a. I'm gonna put photos like this.
I'm afraid.
No, dude.
I'm gonna put photos of all the wristwatch shots from the group in a book.
Look at this though. No, this
everyone.
Have you ever seen this perpetual calendar AP?
Yeah.
It looks like the Blancpain one, right? They all at that time
the same, right?
They do. But this is how I really like this book. This would be a piece that I would rock. I think it's small though. I think it's 36.
Yeah, that's a small one.
Oh, well, that's never stopped you before.
But exactly. But look at this thing. I love that shit. I just think that if you go.
Did you buy a subscription as well?
Look at this, JJ. This beautifully patinaed AP.
All right,
I would never buy that. Would I what?
Did you buy a subscription so you can get more books from him?
No, I didn't buy a subscription. It was a one-shot deal, man.
Is it just photos of his collection, or what is it?
His photos, not of just of his collection, but photos of watches that he's sold basically over the years. And then there's some articles too. Like there's not just he talks about the Cartier Tank Americain 1741 Israel edition. Boom.
So you don't only look at the pictures, you actually read the articles.
Right there. Usually the other books I bought I haven't flipped open at all, but these are good for looking at like photos to see unique vintage style pieces. I'm looking for. He has stuff on Rolex in here. I want to show you guys the King. You've seen the King Midas, but he's got photos of the Midas in here. He gets a lot of stone dials. He's a big Piaget collector, the polos, the Piaget polos. Stone dials. Yep. Who?
Piaget makes a lot of stone dial.
Right. I mean, Piaget we don't talk about, right? Oh, look at this. Here's some.
I mean, I will if anybody wants to.
Here's some Vacheron stone dials, right? Look at that.
Oh, cool. I like that.
Just got some lapis shit. I'm in the vintage phase at the moment.
I love my vintage watches.
Kev, I got a great idea. We're going to get a coffee table book about coffee tables.
I think that's a great idea. I think that's an incredible idea. A lot of Patek Philippe's.
Are you thinking of trying hunting any of these down so you can purchase?
Well, I've thought about purchasing from him before. Just checking out his New York studio or his office where he's got.
Next time, what are you, Gonzo, from his studio?
A couple of boxes in there.
Cap.
Gonzo. I almost met him because he did something with Jean Rousseau. I think he did something maybe at Jean Rousseau, but I didn't go.
Jean Rousseau's everywhere, man. You can get them from any event.
Oh, here we go. Rolex Midas. Oh yeah. There's Midas's, JJ. Check it out.
Nice. Prophet just tuned in.
Fucking Midas. Look at that. I got to be honest. If you get a Midas, I think you're doing pretty well. I think a Midas is pretty cool. Look at that. He's got a white Midas.
Did you say Prophet's in the house?
White gold Midas.
Yeah. No, I was kidding because he pulled out the King Midas.
Then he's got the tomb, right? I think it comes in.
Does he have those Piagets with the lines in them? You know what I'm talking about? The gold ones with the lines through them. What is that? The Polo 67 or whatever?
Yes. Yeah. The Polo. I don't know if the numbers of them, but Piaget Polos. Yeah, he's got Piaget Polos for sure. Piaget. So these Midases, yeah, some of them were designated Cellini, but the earlier editions had Midas. So I think if you get a Midas, you want Midas on the dial. And some of them only have an angle on one side and some have that angle on both sides in terms of the case. Yeah, pretty cool. I had, I think you had, I saw OC's Midas in the metal, and I was impressed.
OC has a Midas?
Here's the Midas you want. Here's the Midas you want. You want a Midas? I'll give you a Midas right here. This is the one on my shit camera. See, it says Midas.
Mm-hmm.
That's an early Midas, and it's got one side flat. So, yeah, that one side is flat, and the other side has that.
Bigger?
I don't know. It's just a design, and I think Gerald Genta designed the Midas. So now you got Genta.
Are you sure?
Almost 100% that he did.
Oh shit! If you're almost 100%, you must be on
Almost.
something.
I always like to give myself a little wiggle.
Magenta.
I like to give myself a little wiggle all the time.
Yeah, so a pretty cool book. But yeah, you're right, JJ. The Piaget's got a ton of stone dials. You know what he should have included? He should have included like a music disc in here.
Why, do you want to play music?
I just like to get extra things when I buy books.
Yeah, but he listens to discs anymore.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Just put something in here.
Fucking hell, you're asking a bit much.
Oh, he also likes like classic cars. So
I love my classic cars.
He drives like an older Beamer or an older
Beamer somewhere.
What, an E30? What
Beamer.
E30?
I don't know. Old. I'm talking old. I don't know
what,
the references.
The shark nose? Beamers?
I don't know what a shark nose is.
Oh, fucking don't worry about it.
The nose looks like a shark. Does it have fins?
Yes, it does.
Come to a point?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I'm not a vintage Beamer guy.
Oh, then why'd you bring it up for, bro?
I just said he drives like a vintage car. He's a vintage guy, bottom line. You know, jewelry, stones, watches. I don't fucking know.
What are you looking for now, Cap? You got us looking at you on the big screen. What's going on?
Oh, I'm just flipping through the book. Oh, look, yeah, the Cartiers.
He just flipped. I thought he was looking for something to show us.
Oh, here's a tank sin today. I'll show you. You want to show you? It's the sin today.
Okay, that's nice.
Kind of that thin. I don't know. They're very thin.
Thin busty watch.
Cab, you know you got to review this watch on this book on Young Brando's show.
That'll be perfect.
Go page by page.
Yeah, you got to do it like ASMR style where you put the page up to the microphone.
Oh, here's a cloche.
Turn the page.
Here's a Cartier cloche.
Brando will know most of these watches.
Oh, he'll know every watch, like in excruciating detail. You know.
Yeah, it's excruciating.
The history of like the Cartier cloche.
Excruciating was the right word to use, Cap. So what are we looking at?
Anyone who drops knowledge, I'm a fan of anyone who drops knowledge.
Well then,
Cartier. Like what's his name?
I got no idea.
So you know those guys. So JJ, you were pulling up. Who were you just looking at?
I wasn't looking at anyone. I was about
Fratello.
Go ahead. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
So the reason why I got my Seed Dweller, and you could take me off now. I'm done with the book. The reason why I got one of the reasons that pushed me over the top on the 16600 was a Fratello video.
Right.
That not the guy Nacho, Lex. You know Lex?
Luther?
Is that his name? No.
Lex Luther.
That's you're talking about GMT now. Hey GMT, I almost bought Superman, but on
to watch it.
Yeah, but it was like $50 or some bullshit to buy.
Get fucked. Don't spend that much. Fuck that.
Yeah. Anyway, no, Lex from
just real quick, Cap, while you tell the story, guys, I'm giving a 5-minute warning. If you want to get in tonight's race, Your odds are excellent. We only have 4 contestants.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's we're asleep at the wheel here. It's time to wrap this up. Nobody wants.
Yeah,
to...
yeah. Let's move it. Fuck it then.
But we could chat about this backstage if any.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's wrap it. Let's wrap it.
Yeah, it seems like a dead night tonight. Just talking to ourselves. So.
We're looking at books. It must be dead.
Last weekend's look. Summer's almost over, so I think that's a big part of it.
Well, last week was rocking.
I don't know. No, something about tonight. I could just tell, like it's
dead. DOA.
Yeah, it's DOA.
I'm not gonna squeeze it.
I jumped on. I'm halfway through working here. I jumped on because I seen you two on. You didn't have anyone else on. I thought I'd jump on.
Yeah,
thanks. You could have jumped. You could have jumped on when JJ was doing a solo show. Like I jumped on.
The first hour,
JJ, I didn't get home. I got home, and that's when I jumped on. If I was,
Did you hear that part? I was working. When I jumped on is when I could jump on.
I know. I'm just busting GMT's balls.
Jesus, you love busting my balls, Cap.
All right, GMT wants to leave me hanging for an hour, Cap. I get it.
Fuck off, I know you were trying to never had. I don't start you two motherfuckers. I'm serious. I'm fucking working here.
I know. We get it. I get it.
He's working with his iPad.
Hey, dude, I raced home, man. I almost went through 3 red lights and almost got a speeding ticket to get on this train. A bunch of freeloaders, and they're all going to watch this shit today, tomorrow, and they'll, have their coffee.
Not to say what a boring fucking show was, but watching Cap for 2 hours looking at a book.
Fast forward. I don't care. Fast forward, man.
It was all good. All good. We had a fun time. Oh, look at this. My talk says miracles do happen. My wife got a 36 mil OP Tiffany yesterday.
Beautiful.
Very nice. Very nice. Well done.
That is great. Awesome.
Well done.
Cool piece.
Congrats to your wife.
Was wearing his 41 mil, right? Was that today or yesterday? It was yesterday.
I can't remember, man.
That's always the question. Do you get that one, or my toughest call on that is do you get the celebration, which I'm a fan of, or just the turquoise?
Turquoise.
More
you
wearable.
Reckon over the celebration?
Celebration is pretty fruity.
Yeah. Tutti fruity.
Yeah, but look at Cap. I reckon Cap could pull it off.
Yeah, fuck you.
It reminds me of the ball pit in McDonald's. Like, I don't know.
I reckon it'd be right up Cap's alley.
Yeah. I don't know if you'd actually wear it. Like, I think it would be cool to have it. I just don't know how much you'd wear it.
Yeah, if I had it, I would get it. Don't get me wrong. If I was offered it, I would get it. But it would sit in the.
They're discontinued now, aren't they?
Well, I'm saying if I was offered one, I would get it, but I wouldn't buy one like for extra money.
But if you did want to buy one for extra money, you'd just go straight Tiffany.
Yeah. Yeah, because I would wear it. The other one I would never wear.
Right. No, I get it.
But that's not the Tiffany. That's not the turquoise dial I'm after, man. I'm after that gold Daytona. I don't think I'll get it, but
the contrast with the gold and the turquoise is nice.
Yeah, I think that's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I'll take one with just the gold dial, but the turquoise one would be like Grail status. The only problem is they're going for so much money on the secondary,
and that ain't something that easy on the fucking. And the ADs, do they? You can't get them.
No way.
No, they're like 30-something thousand, and they're selling for like 140.
Jesus Christ!
That's the problem. It's like even if you got called for one, how do you fight the temptation? Keep it.
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
That was a motorcycle.
Is that you, Cap?
Cap's friends from Sons of Anarchy just pulled up.
The Sons, baby.
Jax just pulled up.
Jax. That's my alter ego, man. I'd like to be in the Suns.
Yeah.
I like that show. I didn't see a lot of the episodes, but
it was a good show.
Those guys are definitely cool.
Yeah. Peggy Bundy was in that show.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, she was the wife of like the main guy, the original head of the thing.
Did she die?
Peggy Bundy's old.
Jax's mom. Yeah, she was Jax's mom.
Did she stay through the whole season, or did she die?
Wasn't it Katie Seagal, right? Or something like that. Yeah. Hey, well, we got Mikey's coming just in time for the race.
Was there a lot of bar fights? Like, how did Sons of Anarchy? Were there a lot of fights in that movie? Were there shooting?
There were fights and shootings the whole show.
Yeah.
What's going on, Mikey? How's it going?
You're friends with Mike.
Mikey. Wow.
What's up,
Special
guys?
appearance. Look at this.
You're just in time for about to race and wrap up. You came on just in time. 2 hours
We got
in.
the OGs on here, man.
Yeah, man.
Just chilling.
We're just chilling, just talking shit.
Yeah. Nice chill Saturday or Friday, huh? Happy Friday.
Saturday
everyone.
for me, Friday for you guys.
Yeah, happy Friday.
That's right.
That's it.
Yeah.
We got a $5 super chat from AB. He says, nice to see I'm not the only one with an addiction to fancy watch picture books, Cap.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, at least this one, at least I flipped through the photos. The other one I have, the Royal Oak book and the Patek book, are just.
You should do a private stream with AB and share different
they're
pictures
just
and shit.
sitting there on the table. I gotta crack those open and look at some photos.
I got a whole bunch of watch books. I just don't really put them on the show.
Well, this one was autographed. Really, the only reason why I had them and I put captain. I had to put captain though.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying I don't really show.
No. Look, I wish it was hardcover, and I think I got ripped.
I got an FP Jordan book signed by Archie. He gave it to me at watch time during the dinner at the Brazilian steakhouse. He's like, "Oh, I got you this FP Jordan book." I was like, "Oh, thanks." And then he's like, "Here, I signed it." I'm like, "Whoa, why would you sign an FP Jordan book?" It was pretty funny. He glued like a picture of himself in it.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I gotta find. I have it here somewhere. I'll show it one day.
That's
it was actually a pretty nice gift. Pretty thoughtful. He flew with it in his luggage halfway across the world to give it to me. So I thought that was kind of nice.
Did he write a note?
Nice.
Did he write a note to you in it? Was it specific in there?
Yeah.
Okay, so now, I'm wondering because to anyone who doesn't know Archie but loves FP Jordan, that autograph would decrease the value of the book. If they do know Archie and they're a follower, right, and they love FP Jordan, that would increase the value of the book.
This does nothing.
This does neither, and it's personalized to you. So
yeah, it says like my dear friend JJ or something in it. I gotta look. I haven't looked at it in a while. It's been in my desk for like 2 years.
I gotta tell you though, that's
yeah. I would never sell it anyway. It's funny. I would keep
Who's the guy that writes who publishes the books for the watches like Patek? Is it Nick Folks? Does that sound right?
Nick Folks writes the book, so he wrote the Patek. It was an authorized. It was an authorized biography of Patek. So yes, Nick Folks, and then but who is the publisher though? Is that publisher JJ? Because you've bought books.
Yeah, I forget his
publisher. Not the guy who is the author. Because Nick Folks did the Rolex book.
Boys, I'm all booked out. I'm going back to work.
Patek.
Take care. Stay sexy.
All right, GMT. We're about to wrap.
He did the Patek, and I think he was the Rolex. The only one I could think. No, but oh wait. You know what it is? It's I know what Mikey's thinking of though, because it's Nick Folks, but then someone in the chat would know who's the publisher of the book. I actually have him. I could grab him, but I don't feel like looking at the.
I'd like to get that signed. I think that'd be a good book to get signed.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. They're not exactly like pamphlets, It's like an actual book, There's some actual art and time went into those things, and
this book, Mikey, is 300.
Not luxury to last,
393
it's not a little pamphlet for luxury to last. It's an actual book,
I saw a Richard Mille book. It was like $1,400. I was like, yeah, okay. If I could pay that much I could get a watch for that price. All right, guys. I'm gonna pull this up. Are we ready? Time to race. Oops.
Assoline is the publisher. Assoline. It just came to me. Assoline Books. They're a big publisher of these watch books.
Or the paper is the paper acetate?
Now I don't know if Bubba's questioning what I just said or if he's putting out an answer.
I am not sure. Let's see. Who are we going to add to this race? We got 5 people. let's add
Pocket.
Let's add Mikey. Mikey came on the panel.
Yeah.
Member of the group. We're gonna add Mikey. There you go, Mikey. You're in.
Appreciate it. Nice chill Friday. Figured I'd hop on.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we're about to wrap because we've been on for 2 hours, but
yeah, I feel
it is what it is. All right, we're gonna race some greyhounds. I'm gonna set this clock. You guys got good odds today, by the way. So best of luck to you all. And figure this out.
Holly in the chat.
There's also Bubba's trademark move on the. Jeez. All right, here we go. On your mark, get set, and go. And they're off. You got a 20% chance to win. No, we got 6 people. Never mind. It was an 18% chance. I don't even know if I spelled all the names right, but we look like everybody's neck and neck. Go, go, go. Pocket watch time. In the lead, Robert Wood holding it with the pink muzzle. Let's see. Here comes Ali Reza. Actually, Ali is in the lead. I can't even tell what's going on. AB is taking a nap in the back. Here comes up. Robert ran out of gas. He's falling to the end. Mikey's gaining the lead. Here comes Bourbon Hard. Bourbon Hard running strong. We got 10 seconds left. Will Burb dog it out? Here comes Robert back in the fight. Pocket watch time coming out of nowhere. And will he take it? He takes it.
Pocket. Nice.
Wow, that was an interesting race. That went back and forth a bit there.
I like these small fields for the races.
I don't.
Yeah, I know. I mean, there is a silver lining in that the race was competitive.
Yeah.
Pocket really had a good strategy, though, man. He deserved it. Well, that's well done.
Yeah, big win there. Big win.
Big win for Pocket.
Right,
Shout out to Pocket Watches.
Shout out to Pocket Watch Time. Check them out. All right, that's going to do it for tonight's show. I'm going to drop the link if anyone wants to come backstage and chit-chat for a bit. Come on over after the show's over. It's when all the juicy gossip comes out. We got some juicy gossip, by the way. There's the link. And that's it. We're going to wrap it up. We will be back Sunday for Sunday Fun Day. Make sure you guys tune in, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.